Hello and welcome to the channel. Today the date is 9th of December 2020. I'll be reading out the top 15 news from the top stories section for you. So let's get started. India's specific 5G standard is an existential threat, Airtel CEO. Bharti Airtel CEO Gopal Vittal said that the idea to develop an Indian specific 5G standard is an existential threat and will lock the country out of global ecosystem. We would let our citizens down if we allow that to happen, he said. Citing an example, he said CDMA was better technology, but GSM won because it was more accepted technology. He was speaking at Indian Mobile Congress 2020. Next, Raj man kills wife with scissors, sits near body and plays video game. A 35-year-old man allegedly stabbed his 30-year-old wife to death with a pair of scissors in Rajasthan's Jodhpur on Sunday and then informed the police and in-laws about it. An official said, "When we rushed to the spot, we found him playing video game on his mobile phone without any signs of regret on his face," police said. Couple often fought as the husband was unemployed. Next, Jio to launch 5G services in second half of 2021, says Mukesh Ambani. Reliance Jio will be launching 5G services in the second half of 2021, Reliance Industries chairman Mukesh Ambani said at the India Mobile Congress on Tuesday. Jio's 5G will be powered by indigenously developed network, hardware and technology components, he added. Policy steps are needed to accelerate early rollout of 5G and to make it affordable and available everywhere, Ambani said. India to be 5G ready in 2 to 3 years, Sunil Mittal. Next, petrol must sell max at 40 rupees per litre, Swami after price crosses 90 rupees per litre mark. After the price of petrol in Mumbai crossed the 90 rupees per litre mark, BJP leader Subramaniam Swami said on Monday, tweeted that petrol must sell maximum at 40 rupees per litre. Petrol price at 90 rupees per litre is monumental exploitation by the government of the people, he added. All kinds of taxes, petrol pump commissions amount 60 rupees, Swami wrote. Price ex-refinery of petrol is 30 rupees per litre. Next, SpaceX satellite internet service Starlink gets $885 million from US FCC. Elon Musk SpaceX won over $885 million in federal subsidies from the US Federal Communications Commission (FCC) for its space internet venture Starlink. No other satellite or space-based internet provider was among the 180 bids that won subsidies. Starlink service are still in beta testing in the US and Canada and are expected to be rolled out commercially in 2021. Starlink has nearly 1,000 satellites in orbit. Next, no significant restructuring at this point. Oyo denies mass layoffs reports. Oyo has denied the reports of mass layoffs, saying it has done no significant restructuring and that there has been some localized actions basis change in business models. Earlier in INC 42 had reported that Oyo had fired nearly 300 employees. Money Control had reported Oyo has fired 600 to 800 employees, mostly from renovation and operations department. Earlier this year, Oyo had 10,000 staff in India. Next, Republic says employee tortured by police seeks stay on TRP fraud probe. ARG Outlier Media Private Limited that runs Republic TV on Monday approached Bombay High Court seeking a stay on investigation by Mumbai police in the alleged TRP fraud case. ARG claimed that Republic TV's Assistant Vice President Distribution Ghanshyam Singh was tortured and barbarically hit by police while in custody. It sought protection for its own employees from malicious witch hunt by police. Singh was whipped with a thick belt. Next, RJD workers in Bihar burn tire to support Bharat Band. RJD workers were seen burning a tire at Ganj Chowk in Bihar's Darbhanga on Tuesday to show their support to the Bharat Band called by farmer unions. Meanwhile, left political parties and Students Federation of India staged a protest in Andhra Pradesh, Visakhapatnam in support of Bandh. Left parties in Kolkata also raised slogans and burned effigies. It is no political bandh, it is our sentiment. Next, Tamil Nadu government worker whose office lacks toilets dies slipping into septic tank. A 24-year-old Tamil Nadu government employee died after she slipped and fell into an enclosed septic tank in an under-construction house nearby. Saranya was forced to go out to urinate as her office had no toilets. She removed a tin sheet that covered the septic tank to squat near it and relieve herself, but slipped and fell into the tank. She told me her office had no toilets, mother. Next, Tesla to raise $5 billion as market cap crosses $600 billion. Elon Musk-led Tesla on Tuesday announced that it will be raising $5 billion, marking its second capital raise in the last 3 months. The additional shares will be sold from time to time, and at the market price, its shares are up nearly 670% this year, with its market capitalization crossing $600 billion. Tesla will join S&P 500 index later this month. Its shares fell up to 2% in pre-market trading. Next, global stock market cap crosses $100 trillion for the first time ever. The global market capitalization on the combined value of the all listed stocks in the world crossed $100 trillion for the first time ever, according to Bloomberg data. This is equal to 115% of the global GDP. The US has a market cap of $41.6 trillion, while China's was $10.7 trillion, and India is placed at 10th at $2.4 trillion. Japan HK's MCap at $6.8 trillion and $6.3 trillion. Next, Jharkhand's government to allocate 2,000 crore as loan waiver to farmers in state. Jharkhand government is set to allocate 2,000 crore as loan waiver to farmers and replace centre's Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana with state's final Fasal Rahat Yojana. Various banks have been asked to complete Aadhaar enabling of crop loaning, and 6 lakh Aadhaar cards have been enabled out of 12 lakh loan accounts. The Indian Express reported. Initiatives to be effective by December end. Next, must be allowed to report. US lawmakers back Indian farmers. Several US lawmakers have voiced their support for farmers' agitation in India against the new farm laws. Punjabi farmers must be allowed to protest peacefully against their government without fear of violence, said Congressman Doglama Fal. India is the world's largest democracy. They owe it to the citizens to allow peaceful protest. Democratic Congressman Jose Harder tweeted, "I'm inspired by this movement in India." Next, no forcible closure of shops amid Bharat Band, Farmers Union. Ahead of the Bharat Band called by protesting farmers on Tuesday, Krantikari Kisan Union Punjab President Dr. Darshan Pal stated, "We have to mention with absolute clarity that there will be voluntary closure of shops and businesses and no one will be forced to do so." He added, "We do not want any sort of violence. Fire services, ambulances will not be affected." Next, doctor who treated UK PM for COVID-19 himself tests positive for virus. Dr. Nick Hart, one of the doctors who treated UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson after the leader contracted coronavirus, has himself tested positive for the coronavirus, according to London's Guy's and St. Thomas Hospital. Hart is currently in isolation after his diagnosis, it added. Johnson's fiancée, Carrie Simons, had created Hart and Dr. Nick Price for saving the PM's life. PM Johnson had named his son after his two doctors. That's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching the news. If you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe and like and share this channel.